Hey everybody. Wait, is people here already? Hey, blessed and chosen. You got your coffee ready? That is good. Drop a unicorn in the chat. If you could hear Tay, you already know how this go. I'm gonna give people a chance to pop in, pop in, pop in. Good morning, everybody. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Yes, let's have this conversation. I don't know what happened before I came on. I think my son had a stroke. I think it's having a mini stroke as we speak. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Miss Lysandra. Good morning, everybody. We about to definitely get into this conversation. Hey, Upper Baby. Kiss them kids, love them down, hug them up for Auntie Tay. Listen, what's good with everybody this morning? Listen, your girl Tay was down for a couple of days, okay? I got my hair braided. That's number one. Number two, I had like a cut in my corneas for some reason. And when I tell you, like, light was killing my eye, like I couldn't look at my phone light like that. I couldn't look at the TV light, nothing. I'm still struggling. But definitely so. I wanted to come and have this conversation because for some reason, people seem to have a misunderstanding or the wrong concept of what people came into this situation for, right? And for me, I feel like I'll get into the conversation to kind of put things back on track, right? Well, I'm happy that you got to see me, right? I'm here to kind of put a little bit of understanding, right? Some understanding in the situation to put things back on track because in these situations when it comes to social media, right? You cannot be emotionally attached, right? You cannot get emotionally attached to the situations that you choose to attach yourself to, especially if you are a business owner. You always have to remember you are the person that runs your business. Your business is never supposed to run you. Your customers are not allowed to come into your store and tell you what it is to do to run your business. Now, you can take opinions from your customer if they have some, how can I say, great opinions on how you can change things for the better. But when it comes down to the factors of a customer, it is still a customer. You are always the boss. So the final thought is yours. So if you got attached, emotionally attached to every customer that comes into your store, your business is definitely due to fail, right? And the reason I say that your business is due to fail because every person that you come in contact with has a different type of energy. So you're going to have to bring a different level out of you to be able to deal with different people, right? But a boss has to remain a boss at all time because a customer is going to be a customer. One is going to come and one is going to go. The only way you're going to have multiple bosses in a situation is if you choose to go into business with somebody. Then you and that other person is the person that makes decisions for that business, not the customers, right? Because like I said, the customers can always go elsewhere and be serviced, right? They don't have to actually shop at your store. But even if that customer does not choose to shop at your store, you have to continue to keep your business running for the next customer that may come along and actually appreciate your services, right? Now, a lot of us came into this situation because we had voices, not small voices, not medium voices, but we had big voices, loud voices. A lot of us that came into this situation to speak, our voices was definitely heard, right? Now, when you have a voice that is loud, you don't have to always put volume to your voice in order for your voice to be heard, right? Or for your voice to speak volumes, right? And in the factors of your voice speaking volumes, You don't know the type of volumes that your voice is going to put on another person's ears, right? So with them coming to this situation, a lot of people voices had some value, right? And it didn't only fall on the ears of people that they wanted it to fall on. It also fell on the ears of some people that may have disagreed with the volume of the voice, and or just with the voice that was speaking. It didn't even matter the volume of the voice, but you know that that voice had volume because it was heard, right? Hey y'all, hey everybody coming into the chat. I don't want to, you understand? Hey sister, I don't want to miss my train of thought, right? So your voice was caught by many ears, multiple ears. How can I say? Magnitude of ears that you had no control of. And I say that because our voice is heard in different time zones, right? It's not only heard where you are, but it's also heard where other people is at, right? And you never know where your voice is going to land, where a person is at, and how they may agree or disagree with the voice that you have. But if you came to have an opinion, then you will understand when you have no emotional attachment, it is just an opinion. Some people is going to give their opinion. It doesn't matter whether it's for the positivity or the negativity in the situation. It's just for the facts of the reaction. I got a reaction out of you. You understand? I heard your voice and now you heard mine. Do you understand? And when you have a voice that is being heard, you have to understand, just like you're giving your opinion and people can't control your opinion, other people is going to have an opinion as well. But don't let their opinion control you and what your opinion originally was and what it is that you stand for. Because once they realize that they have the reaction, then now your opinion is no longer your opinion. Your opinion became a defense of what their opinion of you is. And a lot of ladies, when it come into this situation, y'all gotta fix y'all crown, sis. Yeah, y'all gotta fix y'all crown. Y'all not really, how can I say, realizing who the fuck y'all is while y'all in the moment of being who the fuck you be. You don't switch up your formation for nobody. That's why there's a word called originality. If I was meant to be like you and you was meant to be like me, who would ever see things differently? Okay? I come with my own crown. Because when my shit get a little crooked, I will want somebody that fuck with me to fix it, right? To fix it, right? We don't do yes men situation, because if you did a yes man situation, this was never the situation for you, because the situation wasn't just a situation of, oh, somebody stole bubble gum from the store, a bag of chips, oh, it was just a regular breakup, or maybe we all just seen something that was funny on social media and we chose to laugh together. No, that was never it. We came in with an opinion because we seen some serious shit. And the opinion that we had to give was on some seriousness. And you had to understand. And the fact is of you speaking serious shit is always going to be distractions and deflections, okay? Distractions and deflections. Distractions and deflections. The imaginary baby father is a distraction, and the reflection of that aluminum ash jewelry in the sun is terrible, right? And I say what I say because when you come into a situation as somebody else and not as yourself, people are always going to see you as who you thought you was instead of who you actually is. he will never get the credit for his kids because he was never acknowledged, right? And the person that will forever be acknowledged will always be respected for the title that they was given. It doesn't matter who else or how else this man decides to step into this situation. Being a father is a title that somebody is supposed to carry with all seriousness, just like a business owner, just like a content creator. A content creator is a business owner. And you cannot tell nobody how to run their business, just like nobody couldn't tell him how to be a disappearing daddy, right? And what the fact is of a disappearing daddy, right? When you're a content creator and you have distractions and deflections from the reflections, you're going to have the opinions that's going to try to come in and change the factors of the actual facts, not the opinion. Because if I have proof of something, this is not my opinion. This is me actually displaying proof, right? If I can show proof of another man standing in your shoes, what proof do you have? Those is your shoes. I'm trying to figure this out. If you're a content creator and you allow people to come on your platform and tell you how you should speak, how you should think, then what basically lets you know that you're sitting in your shoes instead of allowing somebody else to walk around in them shits for you? Up is in the chat, right? And I'm going to actually piggyback off of something that she said, right? When people have nothing of importance, of intelligence, of integrity, of morals, of anything in the sense that's going to relay positivity, of expressing themselves far as communication, you're going to get deflections far as name calling, far as background checks, far as things that's going to take you from what it is that you're doing to basically now tend to something else. But while you're tending to that something else that you really don't have to tend to, because obviously your work speaks for you, right? You see how Robert Work spoke for him when it came to those kids, right? It didn't have to speak for him. It spoke for him. He didn't have to say a word. That's why now all of the content creators are able to say, hey, who's this imaginary daddy? Right? Right. But if you, the content creator, allow people to come and knock you off your square, right? How you gonna stick to the factors of what got your voice heard in the first place? Because obviously your voice that was heard, it gave a word. Now, it didn't mean that everybody was going to like the word, because obviously everybody don't like the word, because the word is the truth, right? The word is the truth, right? And when you get the truth, nobody says that you're going to like the truth. They just let you know that the truth is actually the truth. And when people try to deflect or deny the truth, they will try to distract the truth. And why I'm saying what I'm saying, this person trying to distract us like they always been here, and the content creators is being distracted for the reason that they actually came here in the first place. I don't give a fuck if somebody called me My Little Pony. I done captivated that name. It's a whole thing, okay? What don't break you, it makes you, okay? You benefit off of the shit that people think that they're going to break you with. Because while you sitting over there calling my name, I'm going to continue to stand on the reason that I came. And if I got to be a pony in the process, it doesn't matter if I was a fucking duck. My word will be heard. Cluck, fucking cluck. And if you choose to spend your time on me, That gives me more time to spend on what it is that I choose to be speaking. Because if you're not speaking anything that basically, how can I say, change what it is that I said, prove what I said is wrong, why am I paying attention to that? You know what I tell my kids every morning when they leave for school? I'm not ignoring everybody. I'll definitely get to the comments, everybody. When my kids leave for school every morning, I let them know, listen, go learn something so you could teach me something. And I say that because keep in mind, no matter how old you get, you're still able to learn something. And just being realistic, this new generation is something totally fucking different. These kids are not coming up the way we came up as kids. They're coming up at an all-time fucking high, right? Okay, I think babies that's born, they basically could walk by the next fucking week and tell you what they don't like, dislike, change the fucking TV, fuck up your tissue, all type of shit, right? And then you have social media and technology to throw in it, right? So now it's kind of crazy to me, right? Speaking about social media, it was kind of funny that the imaginary daddy the other day, you know, the guy with the fake jewelry that be standing in the sun blinding everyone? Right, yeah, him, right? He wrote a whole post, right? Showing that he was soft as natural fucking booty cheeks, right? Because ain't no way, for one, as a man, I'm giving that man that much acknowledgement if it ain't acknowledgement in the factors of saying, yo, I appreciate you doing your big one with my kids while y'all had y'all time in, and that would have been respected, right? But for you to be the sleeping daddy, you know, the one that be like this, right, and say, right, your daughter came to you because she seen daddy number one talking about possible daddy number two, right? The imaginary daddy number two, right? It clicked to me, right? For one, it's sad if your daughter coming to you about the next man because she's confused. How the fuck did she get with the rent to daddy, rent to jury, rent to fucking situation? Because I'm confused. For 6 years, I've been with this man and I've been calling him fucking daddy, down to the point me and my siblings started looking like this man. We called him daddy so fucking much. Maybe that's because he kept us clean just like him. Right? That, no pun intended. Right. But you say your daughter came to you and expressed how she seen Robert on TikTok, right? And that made me think, right? How the mother said, my kids don't be on social media like that. But that's a lie, because if they in the house most of the time, then social media is their only outlet, right? But it also dawned to me to say, if she was able to see Robert, then what makes you think she's not able to see her mammy? I'll wait. I'll wait. So you mean to tell me she could see Robert on TikTok, but she can't see her mama, and her mama just wore every motherfucking TikTok shop outfit that they fucking had known to men, and it probably costed $19.99 because it was about this much of a line? Let me tell y'all, I did a video, right? And it was about how Bree and Jonelle was basically using the babies for views, right? Because they'll do shit just to have people post shit so that way that they can go after it. Got to be quicker than that, right? So with that being said, right? With that being said, yeah, I don't think she texted that. She damn sure didn't. She damn sure didn't. But I remember Brianna in the video, because Lupac been on it all week from beginning to middle to end, baby. And this girl was in the interview saying, well, she was on live. She wasn't in an interview, but when she's doing live, it's like she's in an interview, because it's like she's talking to somebody other than herself, but she's talking to herself. Right. But anyway, Her exact words was, I don't do content with the kids like that no more because I don't want them to go to school and stand out. So I don't do the family content, right? So that way, I don't want the kids getting attention basically put on them, right? Now, let me go back to the factors of your daughter saying supposedly to the daddy that she's seen the real daddy on TikTok talking about him. So even though your kids is not on the internet, you are, friend. You are, friend, right? And in the factors of you being on the internet, if the kids is able to see Robert on the internet, why wouldn't they be able to see everything else that goes on the internet? So now when we say, right, all kids fucking matter, let's get into the factors of that, right? All kids fucking matter. It's not only supposed to matter to the world, it's also supposed to matter to the parents themselves, right? Now, I understand to the factors of people putting or being content creators. So they basically put things out here to shake shit up, right? The whole purpose is to shake shit up, right? Now, what you choose to put out here to shake shit up, that would basically be on you, right? So now I'm just going to be honest with you. Honest with you. Do I have a sense of humor? Very much fucking so. Do I have a dislike for Brianna? Hell motherfucking no. I don't know a person that well to have a dislike for her. Okay? Do I dislike her actions and some of the parts that she play for people to be able to see and view her in a certain type of way? Yes, I dislike her fucking actions because what she don't realize is her actions don't only affect her or actually basically destroy her, but it also affects the children, the ones that's supposed to matter. So my thing is, right? We don't mind putting our ass online. We don't mind having Ike Turner as a motherfucking boyfriend. We don't mind having a Timu motherfucking baby daddy, right? Because that's what the fuck he is. He's a replacement. Because before the divorce, nobody knew of him, and I'm standing on it. Anytime it comes to the motherfucking kids, I will always refer to him as the sleepy fucking daddy. You will not get no credit for playing a bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass niggas get no fucking respect, because if you was not dead, it was no reason you wasn't supposed to be in them kids motherfucking life. I don't give a fuck if Bree made amends with you for whatever reason. Her reason is her reason, but me as a woman, amends is not something that's not going to happen, my mans. It's not going to happen. You have a lot of work to do before you actually come on a situation, come into a situation or around a situation and feel like you have that much rights to speak on a situation when you ain't played enough parts in a situation. We done seen other men, not one man at this point, two men, because when people trying to prove a point, you know they're gonna go to hell, right? Hell, right? So now Robert and Jonelle have been seen on camera at school situations that has to do with kids that you're trying to be claiming. That doesn't seem very daddy-ish to me. I'm going to stand on that, baby. So when it comes down to the factors of women standing together, then it got to be on positivity. I don't stand for the bullshit that Bree chooses to put on the fucking internet, because I feel like she's better than that. She can do better than that, and she can be better than that, especially when you got so much underneath you when it comes to that that's dependent on you to be that. When people seen you and Robert separate, okay, people was basically wondering what was going to be your next chapter, what was going to be your journey for you and your children, what was going to be the next move. We never thought that we was going to encounter the visions that we got the view that we got to envision. That part was not on us. It was on the factors of the person that had full control and what it was that we was able to see. So because I choose to speak on certain things, don't blame me. Them children, they deserve fucking better than some motherfucking rent to motherfucking daddy, rent to jury, rent to nigga, a nigga that comes around for pound town, okay? Not to actually hold a mother down. At the end of the day, if she's Big Bree, she does not deserve to settle for less, baby. And that means in any area, especially when it comes down to her motherfucking children. So it could be all fun and games, but when people actually speaking from a certain place, it's not that you always going to like the message. But when it comes to this man, what message do you get to you want to be out here preaching Bible verses, but you was fucking while married? Sin. Will you be forgiven? Possibly, but you did it. All your 3 kids was born out of wedlock, right? And you couldn't even do the decency of being in their motherfucking lives, right? It had to be when the fact is that you felt that you popping out now would basically give the crowd a row. You wasn't brung out for the factors of who you actually are. You was brung out for you content. At this point, you just content. Content for Bree, content for me, content for whoever chooses to use you, baby. Because if you think that the motherfucking Bible verses that you're putting up on Facebook is a good look, why we never seen a 3-way or a FaceTime with you, Bree, and the wifey? We see you all in her motherfucking business. Why we not see the factors of it actually being some positive fucking business? Okay? Why, if everybody is on good terms, right? Hey, everybody, he won't see them kids till 8 months from now. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's like a package that got lost in the motherfucking mail. And he's the package that got fucking lost. Like somebody put the wrong address on the shit and it keep getting returned to sender because they don't actually know where to fucking send it. Why is it that nobody get to see you in these kids' life as a stable fucking figure? This man done put hands on your fucking kid, punched him in his chest, right? We ain't see no Bible verses about that. We ain't see no Bible verses like that. Like, God forgive me because I'm about to go to jail or hell. Express. Because if somebody would have put their hands on my son, Robert wouldn't have been important. It would have been the monkey from Staten Island. Oh, my bad, the moose, right? But for you to let a man come out here and violate you, and I say yes, violate you because your kids are supposed to be the most important thing to you. Like somebody come and they violate my kid, they might as well kill me. I'm just being realistic. They might as well just kill me, take me out right there because I'm going to hell or jail when it comes to the factors of whoever the fuck did it, right? But for you to come out here and speak on a man, right, and signing a passport, but you wasn't signing a check to beat the next man's ass or punch him in his chest the same way he did your child. Don't come out now. Your voice has no volume. Your shit is on mute. Your shit is on mute. Your shit is on mute. Okay? And if they want to come out here with the distraction of saying people said that such and such look like her, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna come out here and do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And whoever don't like it, fuck you too. That's just what it is. Everybody has an asshole, right? God gave everybody one. So if you choose to be the asshole today, then the asshole is you. It will never be me. But I'm going to continue to do what Tay does, baby. And that's talk this shit. Because I'm trying to figure out how to aluminum for you, daddy. Did you know the guy with the jury? That shit ain't even from Rent-A-Center. That shit is from, you remember like how on the late night, the infomercials, the jury that it was gold but not gold. It was gold filled with a lot of silver. His shit is gold filled with a lot of fucking silver. If he was to stand under the sun fat long enough, his motherfucking chest hairs might catch on fucking fire. You know how you put a magnifying glass and you aim that shit at the fucking sun? Between that crown on that motherfucking hat and that motherfucking aluminum pan, I wanted to bake some chicken in one of them chains that was on his neck. Like, let me just unfold this, put these chicken wings up in here, little barbecue sauce, throw this shit in the oven, cook him and cook them all at the same motherfucking time. And I don't know if you're trying to get a brand deal with lipstick or something, but it's bad, right? It's bad. My boy Robert said no names. He said no names, right? No names, right? So when you put no names and people choose to give it their name, that's not your problem. That part is not your problem. But for him to just stand in the camera and be like, and everybody know who the fuck he talking about. I don't know what bitch told you that that was your sexy face, but if it was your wife, the bitch that Brianna said is fat, she lied. Okay, because being that the situation is what it is, she gonna tell you that she like everything about you apparently because she let you do the shit that you do. Now, what's gonna be the real pop out in this situation is when she get on the internet, because mind you, women, they might have a feeling, but once a woman goes to investigate, she don't mind them co-parenting. Yeah, that's great. Co-parent your little, illegitimate children, right? But once a woman goes to investigate because she see her man is too invested lately, then she's going to try to seek and find out what the fuck is you giving so much of your attention to? What you giving the pucker lip? Why every video I'm seeing you like this? Why? Right? And when she pop out on the internet, Tay gonna be like, this was screen record, y'all. Say what? Because before, he wasn't never on the internet, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't born the age he is right now. So that means he been around. You know what I'm saying? And with the factors of him being around, that means he been around, right? So why he on the internet every day with pucker lip now? We women. Fix your crown, sis. Fix my shit crooked. Is my shit crooked? Is my shit crooked? Is my shit crooked? I hope not. But listen, right? Why your little pudgy ass on the internet every day with this motherfucking shiny aluminum jewelry? Who the fuck is you puckering at? And once she get on the internet and she see that this man is fighting for the rights of somebody else's kid, and he didn't even fight for the rights of his own kid, oh yeah, we might have a real DV situation. Them Bible verses might get tore the fuck up, y'all. Tore the fuck up. You see how everybody popped out, and I'm not even being funny. The siblings, I didn't never know that they were siblings until the situation. And what's crazy is all of us, most of us possibly watched them individually until we knew that they was motherfucking attached, right? So once we found out they was attached, like, wait a minute. That's the brother. That's the sister. Oh shit, it's another sister. Shit. So this divorce brought a lot of people out. May I say so myself, right? But once it popped out the sleepy daddy's baby mother wife slash sister wife, right? It's gonna be some shit. I wonder if they gonna run a fade. Let me see what some of these comments is saying. Hey Kim, good morning, beautiful. How are you doing this morning? Hey down south. Listen, y'all. Listen, because I thought when you married, it's like a package deal. That's why we always seen the package deal all together, like Robert, Brianna, the children, right? Package deal, right? We ain't never seen Timu Daddy over there, right? So now, once the package deal is no longer package, now we see all of these other bugs crawling up out the fucking package. And he's one of the motherfucking bugs that done crawled up out of the fucking package. And when his bug owner comes and seek what the fuck he been bugging off of, oh, it's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be some shit. And I'm waiting for it. Definitely is. Definitely is. Y'all waiting for it? Because no, we not giving no bitch ass niggas no motherfucking pass. You mean to tell me this man, the first man, right? The sleeping Bible, right? All he had to do was speak a couple of motherfucking Bible verses, and that just gave him his parental rights back. And then he got to preach in everybody else's situation where he got saved, where his big ass got dipped in some motherfucking water, and now he think he holier than motherfucking thou. No, you just got extra washed up, stupid. Because at the end of the fucking day, who I'm mad Bree even came online and claimed you. She said that you was the PP guy. The pit bull and pistol. She said that you was the PP guy. The pit bull and pistol. I hope y'all hit that like button. I don't got none of my moderators in here, which it doesn't matter, because we all family up in here. Y'all probably been wondering the same thing I've been wondering. We got questions. We need answers. So if he's the PP guy, and I don't mean like PP loans. You know, a lot of people went to jail for those, right? But he should go to jail because he had the PP too, the pistols and the pit bulls, right? And I ain't see him on that list. I'm still saying that shit. It's people that's going to court for shit that's irrelevant versus people that should be going to court because they actually did some shit. A man punching your son in the chest, that's not a reason to call the law. A man pulling pistols and pit bulls out on you, that's not a reason to call the law. Those is all the reasons to call the law, if you ask me, especially if a nigga got you running down the street. We was told you had to hop in your motherfucking van and go and find you a new man because the last man had in his hand and a on the side. So he was barking and barking at the same fucking time. So that's how we got to know you now, right? Which is crazy because back into the fact that y'all know Tay got ADHD. Don't fuck with me. All right? I'm always get back. Let me see. His daughter was bothered by her dad's jury being talked about. Well, Momo and Dasharia are going to be destroyed was being posted about their dad. Exactly. Listen, drop some unicorns for that comment. Drop some unicorns for that comment. Okay? Because if talking about the imitation daddy jury caused some kahoo, right? Then imagine Momo and Dasharia having to see their daddy being talked about on, and these ladies is crazy. These ladies is crazy. Listen, let me tell you, right? Because I'm a proud bushwatcher, right? I don't give a fuck. If you got a panel, then I'll be in your fucking bushes. Come find me. Anyway, right? But the shit that I be hearing while I'm in the bushes, these bushes be having weeds. Like, they be getting not the weeds that I mean like the weeds that kill the other flowers and dead all the soil in. It nothing may grow. The shit that you be hearing from people, and this is on an everyday basis, right? Facebook, Instagram, like they everywhere. Like fucking termites. You know, like when termite gets into wood and how the termites just eat away at the fucking wood. These motherfuckers is worse than termites, right? Because they on Instagram, it's like wherever he go, he's the wood board and they're the fucking termites, right? Oh shit, coffee. Ooh, thank you, son. See, listen, it's good having grown children. That's why I ain't got to never fight. But anyway, right? Right? They are the fucking termites, right? And in the factors of them being termites, they just been eating away at this man, right? And the factors that confuses me, right? They say that we ultimately came here to destroy Bree, when it seems like we're more so advising, if you ask me. Do some people have a little extra humor than others? Yes, that's what makes us fucking different. No two people is going to deliver their message the same, right? But they actually went through with the factors of destroying this man. Okay, they saying, oh, he's not getting that many views, and that's because he's shadow banned. Y'all made that happen, friend. Oh, he used to get paid 72,000. That was before you guys. That was before the termites, right? Um, y'all said that, oh, he's not getting any. No, it's not the fact is that he's not getting any attention. Most of the attention that's on him is negative attention, because that has been what's been created for him. So it makes it seem like all of the work, the hard work that he's put in for years, is basically nothing, because the only thing that seems to be important is this one situation that happened. And people say that it happened 3 years ago, right? But people are still being destroyed from this situation today. Even him, people that choose to defend him, people that chose to be within the factors of him, anything that has to do with him is being attacked, friend. So when it comes down to the factors of them saying, oh, people tried to destroy Brianna, they called and had her taken off a panel. Now, I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't think that a person should be a fraud. I don't think that a person should come out here and speak to people as if they're speaking in the factors of positivity, when they're only spreading negativity for other females to follow, basically. And it's becoming habit forming, because I'm just going to be honest. If y'all saying that they were saying what he should have did with his money, but forgetting the fact he had a family he was taking care of. Yes, because she started making money the way she started making money off of something that she said wasn't real, which was the factors of when she had to take over the camera because he had his stomach removed, and she was doing things for him that he could not do. And being that it was supposed to be teamwork, make the dream work, you're basically just like me. You're my rib. I'm your backbone. So once your backbone is bent, not broken, but bent, my ribs, I need them to be as stable as shit. And instead of my ribs being stable, they said, fuck this backbone. Fuck the backbone. I can be stable on my own. So the ribs felt like it no longer needed the backbone to suffice or to survive. So what did they do? They shit it one time for the one time. Okay, so a lot of the money that they made through that venture of him being sick, up into the factors of the divorce shit happening, yeah, on top of the fact is, the reason why his page is the way it is right now is because the same person that was supposed to be his teammate is the person that striked his page, knowing that he already has strikes on his page, and they strike being the last strike would be the strike that possibly would end his page. All of these was calculated decisions being made. If you're not with me, then you won't have no money. The only way I will reverse this situation is if you reverse the situation. Once he wasn't willing to reverse the situation of taking her back and staying in that marriage, she was no longer willing to reverse the situation of taking off that strike and claiming all of his situation far as content because it was on her. No, Nigga, I was in those videos too. I'm the one who told you to record me because remember, you used to didn't like recording. That's why I used to write shit for you to say when you would go up there and talk to the people, baby. But now because you upset, you basically want to ruin me, and you had the termites help have it happen. The termites definitely helped it happen. So I'ma just be honest, right? Yes, definitely sleeping with the enemy. When people come up here and they be like, oh, this person is the motion, no, the person that shows the most loyalty is the person with the motion. Because see, this person didn't get what they have and decided to shit on this person and leave. This person took what they had and shared it with the family. This person decided to take what it is that they had, even though it was through the extent of this person, and make it seem like it was all their dream from the beginning. When this person was doing Backpage, like you allowed 20 mil to pay you $100. Your husband is the one that told him, nigga, don't put that shit out. This is my wife, right? Now back to the ADHD before it leaves me again. I did a video, right? And it was about the factors of Brianna and Jonelle using the babies for views, right? And in the factors, I showed all of the outfits that she was wearing from Temu. Do you know YouTube hit me with basically with a porn, basically, like as if I was showing. So that says a lot. But why we didn't see her dressed like this for 6 years, right? You wasn't scared of this man. You very much spoke your opinion, right? But you was a kept woman. A kept woman is way different than all right, whatever. What you in now, right? When you a kept woman, a man is going to give a fuck about what people are looking at that belongs to him. Also, down to the factors of even if you're not with the man, what about your children? You are a new mom, and we all want to see how our body looks after the factors of childbirth, right? But for you to go to another country with your newborns and your soon-to-be husband and be basically butt ass naked, I don't think that that's very conscious of a mother, of a mother, of a mother. And Tay takes being a mother very seriously. I don't know if people who watched my shorts, but you're always going to see Tay mothering. Yesterday, see, y'all got to know how to step away from social media, because just like Queen Fee was talking about in her live, right? Her goal was for him to hit rock bottom and come running back. Exactly. That's exactly. But you know what? He said, I'll take being motherfucking broke before I go back to being broken. And I respect him as a man, because that's some narcissistic shit. You basically going to hit a person where you feel like they are needy because you are a person that likes to be in control and feel needed. That's why she gives out the gifts that she gives. People say, oh, she said that's her love language. No, that's her control language. Okay, because then once I get mad at you, I'm going to say all the things I did for you. And while you're with me, you're going to feel like you need or have to be with me now because I am doing these certain things for you. But love is free. Love is free. It don't cost a thing. And love is not something that you can pay for, baby, because it's a lot of people in a situation or in situations where they are getting bing bong boom, right? And the materialistic things is just the I'm sorry gift for the busted fucking lip. So if I can get free love on top of how can you say extra love, that would be a great love. But for me to be in a love that's a malicious love, just to say I have love, that's not a thing. Because if it wasn't for your money and it wasn't for the stature or how can I say stage that you carry or you come along with, a person wouldn't give you the time of day, sis. And that makes me feel a certain type of way. Because remember, I said the thing about loyalty. With loyalty, when you don't be loyal, you 9 times out of 10 got to deal with this thing called karma, right? And when karma happens, it 9 times out of 10 don't come within the factors of your control, right? So what you do to someone else will definitely become your own situation itself, right? Everything that you did to another person, you will now have another person doing to you, because this is what your relationship started off of. Okay, so now you are the game, right? And a person knows what it is that you come with. Okay, she may be mad for a couple of days, she may be mad, whatever, but for one, she'll be back because she has an image that she likes to carry, and she don't like for people to think that it's something with that, right? But because she feels that she buys me these things, she thinks that she's controlling me. But a person that has a more mature mind state than you will let you think what it is that you want to, just to get what it is that they choose to continue to get out of you. The same way you did. Hey, Darice. Yes, like at hey, love Mel. Hey, Vet. Hey, Michelle. Hey, April. Hey, everybody that came in the chat. You know, the unicorn was just definitely trying to get to the factors of her point, right? You can tell her parents didn't control or guide her. Why was she staying with her baby daddy at 16? See, I'm gonna be honest with you, Queen Step, because I'm a realist, right? And I was a teen mother, and I also have or had teenage daughters. And if we being real, we're gonna have to be real all day in America. It's a certain point where kids get to a certain age where they feel like people can't tell them nothing. You know, like when the old folks would say, "Oh, you smelling your ass, huh?" And we would know what that means. You understand? Basically, that you're basically trying to be grown before your time. And the older folks also would say, when you rush through life, you don't end up at nothing but death, right? And the reason I say that is because with me being a teenage mom and me being an older mom now, having two different sets of children, I grew up with my first set of kids. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you. Whereas the mother that I was then is not the mother that I am now. Right. And even me being a teenager, even though my parents told me certain things, I still found the way to do what it is that I wanted to do, baby. And even if I had to sneak to do it, that's what it is that I did. You know how many people got runaway kids? You know how many kids run away on the day-to-day basis? Not just kids that may be getting abused at home. Abuse. Did I say that right, YouTube? Abuse. Not kids that may be just getting abused at home, but kids that don't want to listen to the rules at home because they know certain things is just not going to be able to coexist under a certain person's parenting. Okay, because I'm going to be honest with you. If Brianna was actually raised under the factors of her mother up into the factors of her somewhat older ages, okay, it would have been a little different, I believe, right? But when you have a parent like Walter, 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 right? That is more so trying to be their child's friend than a parent, then you're going to have the outcome that you have, right? But the reason Brianna wasn't with her mother is because possibly her mother wasn't having that bullshit. But being hot in the ass, you will run away as a teenager to go be with your little funky ass boyfriend. Because you know you ain't fucking him in your mama house. You know your mama probably said ain't no niggas coming in this house. And maybe you got rules to where you can't come in the house at a certain motherfucking time. So you know the only way you're going to be able to be with this nigga, excuse me, YouTube, is on the outside. So that's why a lot of the young girls do the things that they do. Everything is not on the blame of the parent. Once people get a certain age and they know right from wrong, or they're making their own decisions, because you could send your child to school, that don't mean they got to come straight home. You could send your child to the store, that don't mean they gonna come back. Right? Thank you, Miss Lisa, for that super sticker. I definitely appreciate you. Yes, definitely. If y'all can definitely make it unicorn colors up in here for me, I will definitely appreciate, baby, because I'm going to be honest with you. My grandson's birthday was on the 7th, right? And I don't know if y'all seen the kids in the water and shit yesterday. That shit cost. So somebody buy Tay a coffee. You understand? Good morning, Lisa. I've been wanting to reach out to you. I was born and raised in Carver. You might have known my mother or my brother. Miss Lisa, I'm going to put that up there for you. But yes, we all have kids, but at a certain age, you can only tell your child what to do. That don't mean that they're going to listen to you, especially when they're able to make certain decisions. Okay, because I'm pretty sure my mother or my father didn't want me 15 and pregnant and having a child at 16. I'm pretty sure that's not what they wanted for me. But I also had to want more for myself. But instead of me wanting more for myself, I was blinded by wanting the things that I seen the older girls doing, which was older than me, or the friends that was my age that might have had a little bit more freedom than me. And instead of me knowing what I know now, instead of knowing then that my parents was trying to keep me protected so I didn't become a statistic, then it was different. Because at that point in time, you be talking all type of shit about your parents, like, oh God, I don't even like her. She always got something to say. She don't like nothing that I do. Like, I can't wait to get out this stupid house. Like, let's be real. We realistic. We real, we real. Who goes in public? Latte, you are speaking the truth, the real monkey goods. Yes. Yes. Ain't no real man that put a ring on your finger. When I marry you is because I seen something in you that made me want to make you mine. Oh, look at them colors coming through. The unicorn is definitely shining. Right. Thank you, Tiger Fish. I definitely appreciate you, right? I'm just going to be honest. And when you being honest, we have to be real honest. And I'm not going to be half-ass honest just because I'm talking about somebody online and not talking about somebody that I actually know in real life. Because in real life, we have played parts in real life that our parents told us not to. And we still went out there and did it and had to learn that shit the hard way. Some of us had Big Mama, the grandmama, the auntie, or someone else that was trying to save us from what they knew that was outside before we got out there. But like I always say, you can tell somebody that a pot is hot, right? I could be like, yo, that pot is hot as shit, right? That don't mean you're going to believe it. Some people have to actually touch the pot themselves to believe that the pot is hot. Just going off of what somebody tells them is not good enough. Like, the fact is, most of us start fucking at a certain age. Listen, when you first start fucking, it don't even feel good. Why we do it? That shit was not good when I first was fucking. Okay? I was just fucking to be fucking because you don't, or I didn't start having what the reason you was fucking for in the first place until I became of a certain age to be able to know what it is that I like. Like, no, don't go over there, go over here. Like, no, not over here, go down there. Come on up. Right? Right. But when I was younger, I was just fucking because of what? I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing. There's a difference. So when you got that can't nobody tell you mind state, then can't nobody tell you nothing. You're going to actually do what it is that you choose to do. And when it came down to the factors of Bree being with LaTruth, we seen him trying to nurture her into a flower that he knew that she could be, even though she was starting out as a seed. And when you're starting off with the seed, you just have to hope that the weather goes along with you when it comes down to nurturing that seed, because it can start to grow, and somewhere within the factors of it growth, it can start to dwindle and go, things can go the other way. And in this situation where a person was trying to nurture the seed so it can grow into a flower, being that a person was so used to being in control, being, how can I say, defiant, and doing what it is that they want, to have another person tell them a better way of doing something, they took it as control. It was like basically having another parent back in your life. This man want me to do this, this man want me to do that. Just like our parents wanted us to do this and do that, or whoever was raising us at the time or wanted better for us at the time, and we couldn't see it. We thought it was everything else. Like, yo, this bitch is hating on my whole set. Like, yo, I can't wait till I move the fuck out, right? As an adult, that's the way that she was within that marriage. Not knowing, no, I'm not trying to control you, right? Right? I'm trying to grow you. And in the factors of you growing, you're going to grow out of some of the old habits that you're used to. And you're going to now have to be comfortable with some things that you're not used to. And you may not like these new things because they're new things. But when you're trying new things, that's the point of trying new things. You don't know whether you're going to like it or not. And when it came down to the factors of her liking it, she did not, because it made her feel like she was the child and he was the parent. Because in the factors of him trying to grow her and show her, she felt like he was trying to control her, even though he was protecting her from herself. That's why we didn't see none of this shit. We never knew none of this shit existed. Even if he knew that it existed and he knew that this is what she was capable of, or this was the person that she was, because he loved her so much, he was willing to cover some of her imperfections and let her know that she was perfect when it came to him. No, I'm not going to coddle you as a fucking baby, because at the end of the day, you still a grown woman and we're raising children, right? And if I don't raise you, you can't raise them. Since and hence the word of the way that the raising is being raised, friend. A person don't know how to do something that they're not being told to do. If it's on their own accords to do, they're basically lost at where they should even start. Now, getting money and coming up on the internet, like, I think she was even surprised by that 10 million motherfucking views, right? And I say that to say, because people that's used to something, they don't have to brag on it, right? And if I'm used to getting millions of views, I don't have to tell you that I get millions of views, because you already know that I get millions of views. But if I'm feeling a little insecure within myself because I see how things have been going, because they haven't only been going slow for Robert. Even if a person is making money, it's not at the stature in which it was. So that person seeing that 10 million and something views was also reassurance to themselves. Fuck us, because a lot of the time that's who this girl is talking to, herself. We just get to hear it. So that was a reassurance in herself, like, oh shit, okay, I pulled 10 million motherfucking views. Ain't nobody telling me nothing. Clock that, clock that. But when you have to come on the internet and prove to people that you don't know from a can of motherfucking paint. Like she said, people facing evictions, right? But they got your attention for free. It's supposed to cost people to get your attention, right? You are a person that's of value. You are a person that brings value. So when a person knows that they bring the value, they're not going to do anything that devalues them or put themselves in a place to where they have to defend their value to anybody, friend, because they already know what their value is. Nigga, I'm the fucking table. Only thing that move around is these fucking chairs. I'm stable, baby. But when you start getting kind of scared because you see that not only is the chairs moving around, but your table done lost a leg, right? So now your table like this, right? So when you seen that 10 million views, it kind of evens you out a little bit. Because if you have to basically, how can I say, devalue yourself for TikTok suits and shit like that, then some self-love definitely have to be thrown into this situation. But you're not going to know how valuable you are in this situation. I can tell that Booger Boy is going to have certain standards for his kids. It's not going, they're already a family in a family, Talisha. Already a family in a family. He going to keep embarrassing her every time he get on camera. The first thing he do, embarrass. Thank you for all of those that definitely supporting me. I appreciate y'all. The ones that's watching, the ones that's liking, the ones that's sharing, the ones that's donating. Because anything that you donate only makes me great. Period. So my thing is, right? I couldn't barely blink my eyes with the abuser I was with, right? At all. But you ain't gonna, that person ain't gonna give a shit because they don't give a shit. She's allowing him to separate her from her kids. Okay. And how do you think that they're going to be feeling with it? That's never value that you should basically incorporate yourself with. Because if the family ain't the value, then there's no value, period, friend. Period. And I'm not going to have my kids over there because every moment that she's had since she's had these babies has been with the babies and the moose. Period. And if there is babies, even if I haven't seen no babies, and these people are putting this much attention into something, it's taking your attention away from something that actually needs you. Lala is not going to be the age that she is for long. Soon she will be a very much growing teenage girl. Now, if you seen your daughter on TikTok because she's selling clothes from the TikTok shop and half her ass is out, how would you feel about that? Because like I said, if she was able to see Robert talking about aluminum jewelry, did that mean that she's able to see her mommy ass plastered all over the internet possibly? Let me know if I'm wrong. Good morning, moderator. Listen, let me give you your flowers, okay? Because I'm definitely proud of you and all that you do. And it don't have nothing to do with social media, Eminem. It definitely have to do in real life, boo. Every day is not easy, but every day that you decide to push and do the shit that you do, Tay is always going to applaud you to continue schooling, continue working, and trying to build a social media platform at the same time. Give my girl some unicorns because she just hit 500 subscribers, y'all. 500 subscribers. That may not be, oh well, but yes, that's a lot when you getting it from the ground up. She's not into no bullshit, so she's not going on her platform talking shit. You're definitely getting her in her true form, and that's what I appreciate. You understand? So listen, girl, here go your flowers. All right. Whatever color you want them to be, purple, because you know purple our color, girl. So here goes some purple roses, baby. Continue to be great, okay? continue to definitely be great, and I'm always gonna congratulate. Speaking of which, I definitely be doing my content creator classes, my support groups, and my one-on-ones. I normally do them Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but yesterday the kids went to the American Dream, the water park, celebrating my grandbaby birthday. So now slots is open for today and tomorrow, because for one, we better together. Each one teach one. One hand wash the other, and both hands wash the face. I am not a magician. I'm not saying that by you taking my class, it's a definite that you're going to be monetized. I hope that for each person, but faith without work is dead. Okay? Faith without work is dead. I can give you the blueprint, but if you don't incorporate the blueprint to make it your own, then it's all a waste, right? But having content creators confidence, and that's what I push. Fuck this, that. I could tell you what apps to use. I could tell you how to make a thumbnail. Everybody's spice is different. So the way I make my thumbnails, yeah, you might like it, but shit, you might come across something that may be even better than mine. Each one teach one. Just because I'm the one that's teaching you don't mean that I'm not able to still learn shit. But the fact is of keeping the confidence to keep going is what's most realistic. Be you. Don't come out here and see what you see these other content creators do and think that's what you have to do to be a staple or catch the attention of people. No, being original catches the attention of people. Okay? What made y'all notice me? Something that stands out that everybody speak on. My colorfulness, baby. My light. I'm never going to not shine my light because other people may not understand what my light is or what brings my light or what defines my light. But I know what my light is. And me coming up here the way that I come up here, you could spot me from a mile away. If somebody see a video with some color hair, they gonna know that's 10. Be what stands out. And ain't nothing gonna ever stand out better than you being you. This has been a word from our sponsor. Now back to the factors of those classes. Okay. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, right? Those classes is $15 a piece, right? $15 a piece. And the one-on-ones is $25. But Tay got a special, right? You could get one class, right? And a one-on-one for $30. So that takes $5 off the situation for two classes. Well, you get a one-on-one in a class. But anyway, like I said, y'all continue to be great. And if you are deciding to come out here and be a content creator, just keep the confidence within yourself to stay yourself. Don't look at somebody else and try to, how can I say, you can always learn something from somebody else, but don't try to be that somebody else. Even if you take something from somebody else and make it your own or incorporate it with your own as your own, period. Thank you, that one. But hopefully, like how they come out here and it's all about, oh, Robert is this, Robert is that. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of women will be mad at the fact. I wish I could see more men trying to be a daddy on camera if that's going to have them active in their child's life. A lot of the fucking women that be in these chats and in these comments didn't even have the factors of having their child in their life, because once their relationship was over, their baby daddy was over. We already seen what it looks like to be an imitation fucking daddy, right? They come, they go. They like Mr. Potato Head. You can move the parts around. A motherfucker have lips in his eye, lips in his ear. Either way, you could do what you want to do with it. But somebody that's actually a fixture, an active fixture, it should be more active fixtures like that. Because if a man is broke, right? Y'all say he broke, right? He ain't on shit. But a man that's not on shit and still finding some shit to be on with his kids is the type of man to fuck for me. Okay? And a lot of people should take fucking lessons, because money is monetary. Memories is everything, and it don't take money to make memories. And even though y'all say that, oh, he only online with her for to make her help him or make money, this, that, and the third, he's making her a business owner at a very young age. She's going to be an entrepreneur. Everything that he's doing with her right now is teaching her for the later, which will make her fucking greater. Do you understand why we don't see the mammies online spending the equal time? We don't see getting hair done, nails done. And I'm not even saying on the factors of, we not talking about materialistic. How about cooking? We don't get to see her cooking with her daughters and doing things that a mother should do to show the factors that I am a parent and I am parenting you. That little girl will always be able to go back and look at her journey with her dad every step of the fucking way. And along the way, she's also going to be rich, baby, because whatever he set up for him, he's setting up for them. That's why everybody else was taken care of before, friend. And when it came down to the fucking factors of people taking care of him, he was left for dead. And even for the factors of him being left for dead, that man still keeping his child fed. Where your nigga at? Huh? 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 A lot of y'all only got y'all fucking baby fathers on fucking child support because y'all was on welfare, and you know they can't give you no motherfucking help if you saying that you got a nigga. And if you saying that you got a nigga, if that nigga is on that child birth certificate, then even willfully or unwillfully, you gonna have to take that motherfucker to child support. Because if you think we gonna help you in any type of way, and this kid is attached to somebody, you must be out your rabbit ass motherfucking mind. But far as getting a nigga to spend time or this, that, and the third, because let's just think about it. Bree didn't want to give up the baby in the first place, so he could have just paid child support and stay out the way, right? Shit, the other one stayed out the way and he didn't even have no child support to pay, right? But he could have stayed out the way. He pays his child support and still gets his baby and still spends money on his baby, even though the baby mama gets the child support for the daughter. It doesn't matter what he give the mother for the support of the child. That's not gonna stop what I buy for my child when she's with me right now. She ain't take me for child support. She ain't the child support. So I'm confused. More dudes should follow the fucking rules. And when you got somebody that basically, how can I show? Can show you what it is step by step, even though they going through some shit to still be able to be there for their kid. That says a lot, friend. That says a lot, friend. So I'm also going to keep fucking giving Robert his flowers. I don't give a fuck whether he's arrogant, narcissistic. That's personal fucking attachment. That's emotional attachment. I'm not looking to fuck him. I'm not looking to be in a relationship with him. So how his personality is as a person is not effective when it comes to me. But something that has to do with the factors that we could all see, and that's the factors of a person being an active daddy. Round of applause for me. Because we see the mammy being more of a deadbeat. And I say that with my whole chest, baby. But Tay about to get out the way because I got some editing to do to play catch up. I definitely appreciate all y'all that came through with me this morning. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Listen, ladies, fix your crown. Okay? Fix your crown. All right? And if you are a good sister, friend, or just another woman next to a woman and you see her crown is crooked, please, 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 instead of talking about her crown being crooked, how about stepping over there and fixing it, queen? How about that? Anyway, make sure y'all make sure y'all share. I appreciate everyone that came up in here. Okay, okay. Listen, stay safe out here because it's definitely dangerous in these YouTube streets. And remember, an opinion is an opinion. It's like an asshole. Everybody got one, baby. But come and do what you came here for. Don't let nobody else deflect or distract what you came here for. Period. Your girl Tay, I love y'all. If nobody told you they love you today, you know Tay definitely do. Stay loyal.